Hey, what's up guys? AtlasZero here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own Roblox GFX thumbnails. So this is something that's been requested of me a lot, and I've gotten pretty decent at this lately, so I just wanted to really show off how to do this. And this is going to be the easiest way, guys, that you're going to find. Some people do a lot of the different modeling and turning the arms and legs and stuff just with like Blender subdivision, but we're going to teach you how to rig these models today and just get awesome GFX poses and all this other stuff. Very easy today, guys. So remember, if you like this content and it was helpful to you, drop a like and subscribe. So first of all, we are going to get our model from Roblox Studio. So if you don't have that installed, go install it. Just want to click on the actual base plate and you're gonna let it load. And you want to come to your toolbox. Don't know why, but my toolbox used to be like down here, but now it's up here. So wherever your toolbox is, you just want to make sure you grab your toolbox and search for whatever you want to. Today, we're going to just do the thumbnail that is in, I'm going to show you how I created the thumbnail that's actually the thumbnail for this video. We're just going to do UI Goku and see what comes up. Let's see. So Ultra Instinct Goku. So the main things you want to do, guys, is once you get your Goku, right click, export. Now this is with any GFX model. Right click, export selection, and then you're going to want to export it wherever you want. Now I've got my files and all blurred out. I'm just going to name this UI Goku, and it's going to save as an object models file. Now, once you've got that done, next thing you want to do is make sure you get the hair. Now, sometimes it's hard to figure out exactly where the hair is. So sometimes it's easy. I don't know if I can find it on the head or not, but look, if you go through just deleting everything, like this, I don't know what these are. Sometimes you'll see things in the models that you don't really know what they are, but that's okay. So basically, I'll just go through and delete everything I can that's not the hair. Because the next thing you really want to do is hair. So the main thing the main thing that it might be under accessory and handle. I bet you that's it. Watch. Boom. Okay. So what we're going to do now is how we have this handle. You want to right click it and export selection, and you're going to just rename it. I'm going to name it UI Goku hair. So the first export is to get textures. So now you're basically done in Roblox Studio. We're going to pull up Blender. Now for the steps in Blender, you're going to want to download this rig that I have in the description. I'll have that linked. Credits to this guy that made this awesome rig. It makes things so easy. So what you want to do is File, and go open up where you found that, where you saved that rig. I'm going to open recent and click AlexGFX Nexus Rig V2.0 blend. And it's going to bring you to this. This is what is awesome. Now pay attention to exactly where I'm clicking, because I had trouble with this and had to figure out a lot of stuff myself, because the videos I saw using this rig, the people did not, like, they were clicking way too fast and they did not explain it. So right now our Goku texture isn't there, or the Goku hair. Basically, I'm gonna come up here, go to object mode, I'm gonna click the hair, and I'm gonna hit my delete button. We don't need that hair. Then I'm gonna click the actual head, and then you see this texture ball? The texture ball, and it should say rig texture. Then you want to come to this folder right here, click open image. And I've got this blurred out, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to find where I have my Goku texture saved. So I'm opening that texture. It's going to be that whatever is right now. It says Goku Ultra Instinct 2 text.png. Now that you have your texture, see how it changed? Just put the Goku texture on that model. So you have that. Now you want to add your hair. Now make sure you do these steps directly like I'm doing them, guys, or you're gonna have some problems. Click File, Import, Wavefront File. Go find where you did your hair, where you exported your hair file. It's gonna be another .obj. Then you wanna come over here to Geometry. Check Split by Group, Import OBJ. You're gonna be like, where'd it go? Well, you're not gonna see it on the screen right now because it's gonna put it somewhere else. So go over here to where rig is. This handle right here, it might have a couple different words depending on what it was when you exported it, but remember it was handle in Roblox Studio for me. So I'm gonna click on this handle, make sure I have it, then I'm gonna come over here and just the space, right click, set origin, geometry to origin, and boom, you see how my hair come up? Now, bring my hair here. Hair is kind of big, we might have to size it down. All right, now it might be hard to see, but there's a little arrow on the left-hand side right here. You can just go ahead and click this and you'll get this up. What you're gonna wanna do, guys, is my hair is backwards. So let's rotate this thing where it's in the front. And if you look in the top left-hand corner over here, it doesn't show it yet, but it did while I was rotating it. It had 180 degrees. You kind of bring your hair down to where it actually looks decent. And to look around, Shift F, I have my speed settings a little bit different in Blender, so I think I brought it up a little too low. So you see how it's, I also have to, oops. All right, click on the hair again. I need to move it back. You want to make sure the hair is going to be fitting perfectly on him or something ain't gonna go right. All right. Hopefully this hair will match this model, no problem. It looks like it's doing pretty good. Let's lift it up just a little bit more. I would say that looks pretty good. That's pretty close. I'm not gonna fool with it. I think we can get a good GFX with the hair like that. Now, one thing you wanna do is come back to this handle, click and drag it up to attachments, then shift and click and then drag it onto head. So it will be set as part of the head. That way when you're actually moving this model, it's going, you'll see what the hair's gonna stay moving with the head. You'll see what I'm doing. All right, so next, now that you have gotten your model where you need it to, just click on any one of these little clear boxes. Then you can come up here and it'll let you do pose mode. Now, if you're not clicked on the boxes, if you go to object mode and you're not clicked on the boxes and you come up here, well, it used to not let me do pose mode. I don't know why. But what I normally do is click the boxes, then go to pose mode, and now you can make this thing do just about whatever you want them to freaking do. So see how the hair is moving with the head? Now this is what's cool. You're using bones for texture and all that other stuff. So now, basically, I got a reference picture that I'm gonna make this out of. I will quickly show it. This is my reference picture. We're gonna try to create this Goku. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down here. You'll get used to it. I wanna click the whole body. I wanna come down a little bit. I'm gonna click this, bring Goku down, get his head looking up, kind of like this picture. I wanna make sure I'm clicking this right here. I want to click this other square. It's kind of, and some of y'all, I've been doing Blender a little bit longer, so it might be easier for me. This was easier for me to grasp. But basically, you follow these steps, guys, and you're not going to have any problems. You see how easy I'm actually just maneuvering these body parts. Like it's nothing. I used to do a whole different thing where you would have to. It was crazy. Guys that have done this before know what I'm talking about. Bending his knee down, and then I want to make sure I'm on this box and not this whole big box, because there's a whole big box outside of this that's going to turn his whole body. And I want to grab this knee again, bend it down some more. I want to make sure I'm grabbing. You can see how they have this big yellow box. I want to grab the leg box. And you can adjust your speed settings for your camera movement in settings like I have. Let's see, we're not really seeing his boot right there. So then his other knee is bent just a little bit, and I'm gonna come up a little bit more on this leg. So basically I basically got that pose. So now once you got your pose, you really want to render this file. So come to render properties. You can use cycle or Eve render. The thing is with Eve render, if you don't have a powerful enough PC, you might want to swap to cycles. But I'm using Eve render, and there's a few other things you want to check. Make sure ambient occlusion is checked. Make sure you go to film transparent. Is going to make, because really I'm going to go to render now, and this is what this image is going to look like when I render it. So I like to work in render view really, so I can see things a little bit more actual, how they're going to be when I actually take the picture. And then I'm going to come here for my resolution. I like a high resolution. It does not have to be 4000 by 4000. You can do 1920 by 1080 if you want, but I'm doing 4000 by 4000. And for that, I believe that's all I need to do for that. Then the next thing you really want to do is there's no light. I mean, some people like to add light in Photoshop. If you're good with Photoshop and want to do that, go for it. But me, I need to go to object mode, add light. I'm gonna do a point. You can do spot, sun, play around with it, whatever you want. I found out point works well for me. I'm gonna make sure that I'm clicked that. Then I'm gonna come to this light bulb right here. And then I'm gonna come bring this thing up. Then I wanna bring it like that. I wanna try to capture the same kind of lighting that's in it's in that picture. I'm gonna put, I want a radius of about 7. Yeah, it might be too much. 4. Power, I'm gonna go 1000 just to play around with it. I'm gonna go 1500 now. And then I think I want to go a little bit higher, 1700. All right, actually 2000. I like to get my lighting pretty darn perfect. I'm gonna actually bring it back some to kind of capture a wider range, but I'm probably gonna have to bring my power up because I'm gonna increase my radius to 5. So power, I'm gonna go to 3000 to see where that sets me. All right, that's a pretty good bit of light, but what's 4000 look like? Is that gonna be too bright? Let's go to 3500. Okay, so you gotta play around with the light to kind of get it how you want. So once you got your light correctly, you gotta add a camera. So add camera, and then it actually is right here. So I'm gonna bring it back, and I'm gonna actually come back myself, bring the camera up. And now to really get the camera view, you hit this camera toggle button right here, and boom. So when you're here, you can actually move your camera with your control, with your Shift F keys. And it's gonna capture this right where you want it. So you get your crosshairs. I like to put them center as I can. And boom, click it, and that's where you're gonna be. Now that I got this camera where I want it, I want to tone down my light just a little bit. And I could always add more light in Photoshop if I really wanted to. And you can add other light sources if you want to make, you know, like the hands and stuff a little bit more light. But I'm not. So then click render, render image. And then boom, there is our image. So then you just go to image, save as wherever you want. I'm gonna save it where I want to. Just call it whatever you want. Save as image. All right, so once it's done saving, we'll go to Photoshop. So what I like to do to help me out, I like to take my reference picture. This is some good Photoshop tricks that I have learned. Have a good background. I'm using a spot healing brush, and I'm going to try and, a lot of times this works perfectly. Sometimes it just doesn't. I'm going to take this whole Goku out just like this. Hopefully we won't have any problems. See, no arms, no legs stuck in there. I'm gonna heal anything I need to heal, smudge whatever I need to smudge. It just to make it look better and more sophisticated. Then I'm going to take my render. I'm going to put it in here. And look at that. We're basically just replaced that Goku with a Roblox version. So that's pretty neat. Now for some more Photoshop tricks. I'm also going to take, I have some auras. I have an Ultra Instinct aura. You can go find whichever one you want. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna make it to where it really covers him pretty good for this one. And then, let's see. I'm gonna grab it again. I'm going to put where it covers his arms like it should. And we can actually move Goku in front of this. We'll have this one right there, so it kind of blends in a little better. And then we'll grab it again. And kind of put it where his arms go. And actually, I don't like this other one. It's just me being picky. I don't like how I sized it. And then we're just gonna roll with it like this. So now I have that Ultra Instinct aura. Now what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm going to merge these layers. I'm gonna duplicate the layer. And then I'm gonna put it on top of Goku. Now you're like, what are you doing? I'll show you. Now get your eraser tool out. Make sure it is soft, 0 hardness. Basically, you just want to come and uncover, do some clicks, and kind of uncover your Goku. So you see how you have some Ultra Instinct aura like on top of him, as well as some underneath him. So it kind of gives like the effect that he's inside the Ultra Instinct aura. Now, some other effects I like to do is I like to add certain layer effects to my stuff, just to kind of make things pop a little more. Like, let's see, these over here, especially since he's Ultra Instinct. You can do anime speed lines if you would like. It's all up to you, whatever you think makes this thing pop as best as possible. And then you have your text. So that's basic, real basic and real easy. And you see how good and clean it come out, and it just looks awesome. Now I could probably delete just a little bit more aura right here, just to kind of make him stand out a little bit better. But I really like how it come out, guys, and I hope this was helpful to y'all. Once you get used to doing it this way, it's gonna go by quick. So if you ended up liking the video, guys, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. Hopefully this was very helpful. Thanks for watching, and God bless you.